This is where the party's at.
All right, y'all. So welcome back to Grant Writing with Cici. It's your girl Cici, and I'm coming at you with some new content. So a lot of people ask me about the different grant portals, and today I'm going to tell y'all about the main portal that I use for all grant applications. I hope y'all are ready to learn. I hope you have your pen, pencil, and notebook. Let's get started. So the main portal that I use is Grants.gov, and I hope y'all can see this. Let me make this a little bigger. Grants.gov. This is the portal that I use, you all. Grants.gov is highly overwhelming. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. You have to be very specific when you're searching on that portal, because if you use basic words like small business, you may get back thousands of applications that are currently available. And honestly, you have to read through everything, like go through the requirements, look at the different descriptions on the grant application. If you don't look at the descriptions, you never know what you're about to apply for, which is why it's highly important to read everything thoroughly when it comes to seeking funds for your business, especially grant funding. So Grants.gov is the portal that I use, and I want to just give y'all a few steps on how to register on Grants.gov. Okay. So, are y'all ready for these steps? And I broke it down into 5 steps. I didn't want to overwhelm y'all with information today. I know it's like hump day. Y'all have things going on. It's Juneteenth. Y'all want to be festive and all of that good stuff. But I'm just going to go ahead and give y'all the 5 steps on how to register on Grants.gov. So, an organization registration is for an individual who is responsible for submitting a grant on behalf of a company. So if you're going to register on Grants.gov, it means that you are responsible for submitting grants on behalf of a company, okay? And prior to registering on Grants.gov, you will need to complete the following steps. Are y'all ready for these steps? Step 1, you are going to obtain an approved business name and you're going to register the business name with your state's Secretary of State office. And again, I'm writing everything down. I am a visual learner. In order for things to stick, I have to see it, I have to write it. So I don't know how y'all retain information, but for me, I have to visually look at it and I have to write it down, and it helps me to remember things. So again, step 1 is to obtain an approved business name. And when I say approved, that means that I have checked with the Secretary of State's office. That name is not in use by any other organization, and I can go ahead and file it as a corporation. May it be an incorporation or a limited liability corporation. You cannot use anyone else's business name. That is illegal. So please, please adhere to step 1. Make sure the name is not in use. Register the name with your state's Secretary of State's office. If you do not have that signed, sealed paperwork from your state Secretary of State's office, your business is not legal. Period. Write that down. Number 2, obtain an EIN number. Your tax ID number from the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. Okay, so again, number 2, you are going to obtain an EIN number from the Internal Revenue Service. If you do not have an EIN number, your business is not legitimate. I don't care if you went to the different websites, you checked with the Secretary of State's office, your business name was available. I mean, of course, you can get the name out there, you can start promoting your brand, but you cannot provide any type of services without that EIN number. Without an EIN number, your business is illegitimate. Please, please obtain an EIN number for your business from your state's Internal Revenue Service. If not, you are gonna be in some crap, okay? Get that. And you don't want no issues with the IRS, honey. Trust the plus, okay? You do not want any issues with the IRS, period. Stay legit, y'all. Number 3, you are going to obtain a DUNS number. And I know this is like redundant information because we've been through this before. Just have to get it in y'all's heads. Obtain a DUNS number. Before you can write for any type of federal funding, you may slide with it for state funding, but in most cases, especially in Louisiana, they're gonna want to see that DUNS number. They're gonna want to see that your business has registered for a DUNS number and that you have a DUNS number prior to providing you all with funding. And in most cases, you're gonna need that DUNS number for your grant application because you're gonna have to register the DUNS number on Cici.gov in order to even proceed with applying for funding. So again, number 3, obtain the DUNS number. And don't forget to obtain a DUNS number. And like I said, the easiest way to do so is to go to www.d as in dog, n as in Nancy, b as in boy.com. So you're going to go to www.dnb.com and the letters are lowercase, dnb.com. And excuse my handwriting, y'all. I need to do better. Once you obtain that DUNS number, you already know what's next because my previous video was just talking about Sam, Uncle Sam. You have to register that DUNS number on sam.gov, okay? So that brings us on to number 4. And I hope y'all can see. If not, I'll bring the camera closer. You're going to register with the System for Award Management. Which is SAM. www.sam.gov. Easy peasy, right? Number 4, after you obtain your DUNS number, you're going to go to www.sam.gov. You're going to create a username and a password for your organization, and you're going to register that DUNS number on sam.gov. Easy peasy, and sam.gov is free. Like I said in my previous video, I do not want to hear that you were unable to register your DUNS number or your business entity on SAM.gov because you didn't have the funds to do so. It's free. Register. No excuses. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on a coffee high, so excuse my extra energy, okay? Y'all might be loving this right now. So number 5. The final step, and everybody may already know what this is. The last thing you're going to do is create a username and password with Grants.gov. So you're going to go to www.grants.gov, and you are going to create a username and password, okay? Very last step. Create a username and password on www.grants.gov. And for both SAM.gov and www.grants.gov, you can create your own username and password on both websites. Please, if you guys are like me, please write the passwords and the usernames down. And don't just write them down and stick them somewhere. Write them down, lock them up in a file cabinet, put it in your phone. Don't have it to where it's easily accessible, but have it to where you can get to it whenever you need to get to it. And one unique thing about Grants.gov, this is one thing that I love as a grant writer. I have access to Grants.gov all day. I log in. First of all, the app is downloaded on my phone, it's downloaded on my tablet, it's in my laptop. Second of all I have to do is press it on my phone and I'm in there. Being an experienced grant writer, I've been writing grants for about 2 years now. Being an experienced grant writer really just opened, about 3 years now. It just opened so many doors for me career-wise. So you can work as a freelance grant writer. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do. You can apply for a job as a grant writer. Most nonprofits are going to want you on the spot because a lot of nonprofits, the executive directors, do not have time to be sitting down doing grant applications for their business. So they're going to hire you on the spot just because you know how to successfully write a grant proposal. Okay? And we're going to get into those steps at a later date. I just want to ensure that you all have the proper steps that you need in order to register on Grants.gov. Grants.gov is going to be one of your main grant portals that you will be using to apply for grant applications. Trying to make sure that you all can see my number 5. And bring it closer. Bring it out a little bit. Okay. So number 1 is obtain an approved business name and register it with the Secretary of State's office. Number 2 is to obtain an EIN number from the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, for those that don't know. Number 3 is obtain a DUNS number. You'll go to www.dnb.com. Number 4 is register with the System for Award Management, which stands for SAM, at www.sam.gov. And number 5, you're going to create a username and password on www.grants.gov.